let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm Gugu and I'm here with the love of my life.
Kearabilwe
And we are your favorite queer couple. So today we are filming a video. It's a life update video and we are just specifically talking about how long distance has been for us so far. So we've been in a long distance relationship since January.
Yeah. So 4 months now.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And then I think just to kind of guide the conversation and stuff, I just jotted down a few questions that I'll be asking Gugu, and then I'll also be answering as well.
Sure.
And then as you can see, things are looking different.
Yes, because we're at my house.
Yeah, we're at Gugu's house.
My parents' house.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we're in Gugu's room actually.
Yeah.
And then it's a nice space, and obviously my baby's looking good with the braids.
That's changed.
The braids. Yeah, but she looks nice.
Thank
you. I just want you to, and the makeup obviously.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. I do this makeup for every video. What am I showing them? Anyway, let's start.
Cool. I'm also looking good.
You are looking good.
Okay.
You look so good. I love your cap. I love your brown shirt.
You.
We are matching. We're in beige
Yes,
browns, as you can see.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
let's
you.
start.
Me, I wasn't getting anything else out. All right, cool. So I think, as you said, that we've been in this long distance thing for 4 months, and we've seen each other 5 times.
Yeah, we counted just now.
Yeah,
just
we
to
just
make
counted. And then which has been the one time that you kind of enjoyed the most?
What a wild random question. All of them.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I think it's just the ones where I see you for longer are better, obviously.
Yes.
Where it's not just a weekend, it's
Yeah.
a week or 2 weeks.
True.
That's always better, because when it's just short like that, you don't really get to enjoy it, because you just you're awaiting the person leaving, so you're just anxious about them. Oh, they're gonna leave so soon.
Yeah.
But when it's longer, it's much better, and you actually get to spend time together.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think for me also, just when it's longer, it allows you to ease back into getting used to the fact that that person is in your space again and you guys are together.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's a weekend, literally boom, boom, boom. And then, because there was one time when I came for a weekend,
You came.
I didn't like it.
Wait,
on a
you
Saturday
arrived
morning.
on Saturday, left on
Monday
Monday
morning. I didn't like that time.
That was just but we had such a great
Yes,
Sunday.
we did.
I thought you were saying you didn't enjoy the time with me.
No, we did. But
it was
I think just
so
looking
rushed.
it was so rushed. Everything was
Yeah.
rushed. It was whatever.
Yeah.
But okay, then are you happy with the number of times that we've seen each other? Would you like it to be more?
For me, I just feel of course, I would like it. I wish we saw each other every day.
Yeah.
I wish we could see each other more often. I hate long distance.
Okay.
0 out of 10 is recommended. But I feel the
Yeah.
amount of times we've seen each other is actually a lot, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah,
It's actually been decent.
Yeah,
It's
no,
better than I thought.
Me too.
It would.
Yeah. And I think obviously, even in my notes, I wrote it down that I feel it is a privilege. To afford flights coming down.
So expensive, yeah.
Sometimes we need to Airbnb.
Yeah.
And it's we've seen each other 5 times in the last 4
4
months.
months. So that's more than. It's kind of once a month.
Yeah, and so I think
that's good.
Yeah, we acknowledge that, and obviously for people who are in long distance and they
see
once a year, that's totally different.
Or once in 6 months.
That's totally different.
That's a whole different life.
Yeah, it's a whole different ball game. Can't relate to that. Sending you love and light though.
Yeah. But because we're just a 2-hour flight away from each other. It's so much easier to just
and during off peak, it's not bad.
Yeah, and to be okay, fine, come on the weekend, or there's a long weekend, come then, or I'm working from home this week, so maybe I'll come and I'll just work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially that work from home.
It has helped us so much, because without that thing,
it wasn't gonna be cute.
It wasn't gonna work.
Yeah.
It was never. It was never gonna work.
Yeah.
But
okay, cool. Then my next question is obviously we were in our own relationship. We were in varsity together for 3-4 years, and then I started working last year. Then we stayed together in the flat, and then now we're in long distance. Like, how have
because we've always been able to see each other every single day,
like practically, tangibly within the relationship, and just for you as a person, how have things changed?
It's what has changed the most is like me just having to be super independent, and like I'm responsible for my own life now. Like, you know, like if I'm having a bad day, you don't have as much control over like changing that or helping me. I mean, you can advise me, or you can call me, or you can check on me, but at the end of the day, I have to make the day better if I'm having a bad day, or if I just have to be independent and I have to do my own things. I can't believe it. I can't believe I have to run errands by myself. I can't believe it.
Actually,
it doesn't make any sense. Like, it just teaches you independence, and you just have more time to yourself, like just chilling by yourself, and there's no one else. More time for friends, you know, because now you can actually spend weekends with friends, whereas you would have had to kind of split weekends with like your partner and then friends, and then now it's just like friends.
True, because I'm not here and then you're also not there. Definitely.
So it helps your friendships, I guess.
It's true. I think for me, it was like number one, just being independent as an adult by myself. Like,
I think for you it's even different because I live with my parents, so I'm still a baby, but you live alone,
literally one man. Like, I have to make sure that I eat, I have to make sure that I wake up. I had to really learn how to be alone and also depend on myself fully for everything. You know what I mean? So that is still a journey. Like, there'll be some weeks where I'm like, I'm the girl, and then there'll be some Saturdays,
I'm an independent black woman,
where like Gugu and I are on the phone and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I'm just crying and I'm just like, this is a lot. And I think like I live alone, and then I also work from home. So my human interaction, most of 2020 was just Gugu, and then now Gugu's gone as well. So literally I am by myself most of the time, like 90% of the time. And I think that is what gets to me, like being always by myself. Like, guys, I am all for being alone and but all the time, that ain't cute.
It's hard.
It's hard. Like, even mentally, like,
it's lonely.
It's very lonely. It's very lonely. And all I have are our plants, and they're dying too. Please pray for my plants. I think they're feeling my energy. That's the thing. They're feeling it. But that has been the biggest thing. And then another thing, like, I had to learn to have fun or make moments or have plans without Gugu. Like, and then also like start the hobby thing. Like, I started painting, you know what I mean? I had to start finding things to fill up my time, but things that won't harm our relationship. And I think, like,
what the hell would harm our relationship?
Like, let's say I'm going out all the time, then you can never call me, you can never find me on my phone.
That would frustrate me.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
What did you think I was saying?
Cheating. That's the only thing that I thought that you can do without your partner that would harm the relationship. But after you've explained, I see that there's a lot more.
Yes, because there's certain people, like, that they don't cheat, just that they literally get independent lives, and that is why they break up. Like,
because now it's like,
you see. So for me, and I think I want to ask you, but you'll answer after me. Like, I think the biggest lesson or something that hit me like a ton of bricks was, we spoke about, like, when you're in a relationship, you tend to neglect your friendships, right?
Absolutely.
And then now Gugu was gone, I had to go back to my friends and be like, hey,
hi guys, I'm back.
I'm here again. And that was like, it made me feel kind of bad.
I understand.
It made me feel kind of bad. Like, these are people, when they'd be like, hey, let's do this, sometimes I would like or I wouldn't like put in as much effort, or every time they'd invite me, I'd always bring Gugu. You get what I mean? So we never like chill just by ourselves. Like, it was always as a unit. They always got us as a unit. Now I had to be the one. I'm the one during weekends. Hey, Chomi, like, can you do this? Hey, and
now they're busy.
Literally, and then like being like, oh, I was telling Gugu, I only have like a few friends now, and feeling like, dude, I can't always put pressure on these people to hang with me just because you're not here anymore.
Like, it's like now it's teaching you to maybe make new friends.
Maybe,
For me, I just feel like it's a bit different, because the reason I also didn't spend time with my friends was because they were in a whole different city. Now I'm back in that city, so then it's like, okay, now we can maybe try spend more time together or make plans to spend time together. So it doesn't, to them, it doesn't necessarily feel like you didn't hang out with us because you were in a relationship. It's because you weren't even here. So maybe that's it can be a little bit different.
Now you're just easing back into being here.
Yeah. Whereas if we were all in the same city and I was not hanging out with them as much, and then I suddenly was, then it would be like, it's because you. It's because you no longer distance. So I think it's different. But it's still strange. Hanging out with people that aren't you. It's so strange.
True. What has been the biggest challenge for you?
The biggest challenge has been just like not always being around someone who gets me. You know, and that's very tough for me. Like I'm just so, I get lonely if I'm like that. Like I can be in a house full of people and be very lonely just because I feel like no one really gets me. Not to say like my family doesn't get me, but they don't to that level. They don't. And my brother and I are very close. But I mean, he has his own life. There are times where he has to go to the gym, he has to hang out with his friends. Obviously, he's a teenager, he's got a whole life happening in his, you know what I mean? So I don't spend that much time with him. Also, I'm working, so I'm always busy. So like the little moments that I have free time, I do feel lonely because I'm just like, I'm not around someone who gets me. I'm just here. And then what I realized honestly is that even though we're in a long distance and we're apart, she's still the person I talk to the most. Literally, we speak like maybe plus minus 50 times a day. So like she's really, I speak to her more than the people that are in this house. You know what I mean? Like we're always on the phone, always texting, always video calling. So it showed me that genuinely like you are not my best friend because it was convenient, like you were right there, but you genuinely just are my best friend. So that's really what I really realized. I still talk to her the most. You're still the one person who knows the most about what's happening in my day, more than people that are literally physically with me. They still don't know as much about my day.
True.
Which is wild.
True. Because I think like, and I second that, and I think like when going into like a long distance relationship, I think my biggest fear was missing out on those moments in your life. Like,
you did say that.
Like you remember,
like just like the daily things, like random things, like I'm missing out on the fact that you ate cornflakes in the morning,
or you woke up and then you bumped your toe. Like for me, that is important. Like
it's very important to her. She wants to know everything. She wants to know everything.
What did you eat?
Me on the other hand, I'm like, you can skip that part. Like summarize.
So I think I'm still grateful for that.
That we still have that.
Yes, I think for me the biggest like challenge has been like the lack of like intimacy in my space, and not like sex. You know what I mean? But just getting a hug, like sitting next to someone,
like affection.
Yes, affection.
I think affection and intimacy, it's kind of similar. They're kind of interlinked. I don't know the difference, but
like affection, like just I think like I didn't know that I was a person
who needed
it and got it so much from this relationship.
You took it for granted.
I really
you were
did.
like, I just wake up in the morning and I get kisses and hugs.
And
it's normal.
Just kiss me. She's like, oh, you're so cute. And then like she'll just randomly come hug me and we'll cuddle randomly while watching a show. And then now I'll sit on the same couch. And I'm just like, damn.
This feels different.
Like now, even when I sleep, I have like pillows, and I never used to be such a person, but I need a pillow
just to feel like something is there, someone is there. Honestly, it helps. It actually psychologically it makes you feel like you are not alone.
So I think like my life has been feeling kind of hollow, and I think like I'm finding things just to
fill up,
but not replace you.
Absolutely. Let's not do that. But I absolutely agree. Like long distance can get very lonely, especially if you lived with your partner before the long distance. I think because you guys integrate your lives so much, you guys become each other's best friends. You are each other's just daily beings. Like you are the person that is with me daily. We do everything together. That's why it gets lonely, because it's just your normal. That's who, you know what I mean? It's different if you're in a long distance, whereas you already used to stay with your parents
Yes,
before the
and
long
then-
distance, or you stayed with whoever your friends,
Yeah.
so those people are still you're part of your daily life. So your
Yeah.
partner is just an aspect of your daily life. Matter if your partner is your daily life,
Different.
0 out of 10
Yeah.
would recommend it. Like I cannot. What I've learned is that I cannot do this anymore. Like it's unsustainable.
That's what I wanted to ask.
So
actually.
the limit is this year.
Okay.
That's the maximum
Our root
for me. So after that year,
What happens after
it's either I
that?
pack my bags and I go, or you come. Okay?
You heard it here first.
That's it for me. That's it.
Yeah, no, but I agree. Like, I honestly, before entering into this long distance, I was never a person. Like, for me, I was like, "Ah, I could do a long distance. I always thought I'd
Yeah,
be
I
like,
saw you were so optimistic.
Yeah.
I saw you.
And then after the first month, I was like, I did not sign up for this, you know. So I agree with you. A year max.
I think what helps also with the long distance is having timelines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like knowing how long it's gonna be, knowing how long it is till you see the
Yes.
other person.
Yes.
You can keep going.
Yeah, it keeps you.
You can keep yourself sane. You can be like, I can do this for 2 more weeks. Okay.
Okay, 2 more weeks. That's
But
okay.
if you don't know, it's just a question mark.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
I think leave it alone.
Yeah, no, I think just to wrap up the video, because this was just supposed to be short, sweet,
Yeah.
and just obviously like us just telling you guys how it
Just
is.
venting
Just
also.
venting. I think for me, one thing, I still love my babes, and that has never changed. I think it has actually grown, because by being alone, I've realized how much of an asset and how much of a friend you are to me, and I do not want to lose that.
No.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really love you.
I love you too.
And I look forward to just spending time with you. You know,
Yeah.
I really do.
No, we really are that couple that
Yeah.
loves to spend time together. One thing about
This is us, literally. And
Honestly.
yeah, and you, any final words you wanna say to the people? to
My
give them-
final word for me is that 0 out of 10 would recommend. It will never work for
Yeah.
me outside of 1 year.
Okay,
That's it.
that's it.
And I think that's the beauty of self-awareness.
Yes.
Know yourself, know what you can do and what you can't do. That's it. Thank you
That's
guys
it.
so much for watching. Bye.
Bye. Please like, share, and comment.
Yes.
Comment. As you can see, we're very somber, but
Yeah.
that's the truth. We
Yeah.
had to bring it like it is.
Yeah.
But also to all the people, if you guys have been a long distance, if you are, would you
Tell
ever?
us how bad it is in the comments, because I know no one's gonna come and say it was amazing. I
Yeah.
loved it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Shout outs, guys,
Okay.
and
Bye.
bye.